Echoes of the Tunguska Sky. Welcome to NDJWonders, a channel under NDJ Productions. Today, we are exploring the strange morning when the sky above Siberia tore open and unleashed one of the most powerful natural explosions in recorded history. It is known as the Tunguska event, and more than a century later, it still refuses to give up all its secrets. The story begins on June 30th, 1908, when witnesses across the remote Tunguska region described a fireball streaking across the early sky. Some said it glowed as bright as the sun. Others claimed they heard a roar like metal tearing itself apart. And then, without warning, the forest erupted in a blast so powerful it flattened more than 80 million trees. To understand this better, imagine the force of a modern nuclear weapon. The Tunguska explosion may have equaled or surpassed it. Yet there was no crater, no impact site, just a vast circle of scorched earth and trees bent outward like straw before a storm. Scientists now believe it was a cosmic visitor, a stony asteroid or icy comet that entered the atmosphere at tremendous speed. The heat and pressure caused it to detonate midair, releasing energy high above the ground. But there's more, because the mystery grew stranger as the decades passed. When researchers finally reached the site in the 1920s, they expected to find pieces of the object. Instead, they found nothing. No metal fragments, no rocky shards, just trees pointing away from the blast center, as though something invisible had struck them. This absence fueled endless speculation. Some theorized that the object was made of fragile cometary ice that vaporized completely. Others suggested an iron meteorite shattered before impact. A few even wondered if the object had been something far rarer, such as a carbon-rich asteroid that disintegrated upon entering the atmosphere. What happens afterward is even stranger. In the years following the blast, nights across Europe and Asia began to glow. People could read newspapers outdoors at midnight. The sky shimmered with luminous clouds. These were the early sightings of noctilucent clouds, high-altitude structures made of ice crystals that form near the edge of space. Scientists now think debris from the Tunguska explosion may have contributed to their formation, sending dust and vapor into the upper atmosphere. It was as if the event painted the night sky with the remnants of a shattered world. However, the real surprise comes next. Modern simulations show that the object approached Earth from a shallow angle. A small change in its trajectory could have sent it crashing into a populated region. If it had exploded above a major city, it might have erased it entirely. The Tunguska region was remote, empty, and silent, and that silence may have saved countless lives. The more we study the event, the clearer it becomes that Earth has been lucky far more often than we realize. But there's more to this story. Recent expeditions uncovered traces of minerals fused under extreme heat, suggesting temperatures hotter than volcanic eruptions. Tree resin from the era contains microscopic particles of silicate and metallic elements, hinting at a cosmic origin. And satellite-based reconstructions of the blast pattern reveal a butterfly-shaped spread that matches the shockwave of a mid-air detonation. Everything points toward a natural event, yet the exact identity of the object remains uncertain. To understand why the mystery continues, scientists compare Tunguska with recent events. In 2013, a smaller meteor exploded over Chelyabinsk, shattering windows across an entire city and injuring more than 1,000 people. That meteor left behind fragments, dust, and detailed footage. Tunguska, in contrast, left almost nothing. The forest became both witness and gravekeeper. Whatever entered the sky that morning disintegrated with such perfection that it erased its own footprints. As researchers dig deeper, they used tree rings, soil, chemistry, and atmospheric models to trace the explosion's signature. Every clue pushes the story toward a clearer picture. A cosmic object tens of meters wide, arriving faster than any aircraft, breaking apart in a burst of energy brighter than the rising sun. But the sparse evidence still allows room for alternative theories. Some propose a comet composed almost entirely of volatile ice. Others imagine a rare type of asteroid that left only vapor behind. A rare one, like Tunguska, unleashes a force that reshapes the land. Tunguska was a warning written across the Siberian wilderness. It reminds us that the sky above is not empty. It is alive with motion, chance, and energy. As we continue to scan the heavens with new telescopes and detection systems, we search for the next Tunguska-sized object. Not out of fear, but preparation. Because the more we learn, the safer our world becomes. And the Tunguska event, once a baffling mystery, now serves as a guide. It teaches us how fragile we are, and how fortunate. It teaches us that even in silence, the universe speaks. If you enjoyed this video, visit the links below for more content from NDJ Productions and NDJ Wonders.